are some of the things that people say to you when you get those hater messages regarding who you married?
You know, she wants green card, which I did. It makes me laugh, actually. I made a bit about it on my TikTok, and I said, I married him because I support charity. He didn't come from money. Like, he grew up in Harlan, Kentucky, the North Korea of America, and grew up in trailer. If I really wanted status, I wouldn't marry a hillbilly from middle of nowhere.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Miracle. On this channel we talk about everything interracial marriage, especially interracial marriage between black women and men of other race. So in today's video we are going to be talking about why a lot of women from almost all race want to marry white men. White men have been like the it men, I don't know, but like they have been put in high pedestal for so long due to American movie, Hollywood, and everything that has to do with white supremacy, right? But aside that, a lot of people genuinely gravitate to white men. And in this video, we are going to be talking about reason why a lot of people or a lot of women desire white men or wish to be with white men. Despite the fact that white men have been that men of race which every woman desire, when you talk about the fantasy you have over men, it has always been white men. However, in early 2000s and early 2010s, black men were also the it thing, like the it men that a lot of women from other race desire to marry, especially Asian women and white women. Hip-hop culture or black American culture contributed to the reason why a lot of women desire black men, because in early 2000s and early 2010s, hip-hop was a thing, was popping everywhere, and a lot of people look at them and be like they want to be with men that look like that. And if we are telling ourselves the truth, we know that black men are beautiful. Like black men, like they are well built, and also a lot of them have good facial structure, so a lot of women desire them. However, these days a lot of people are not going towards black men. Even if anybody wants to go after black men, they don't prefer that dark chocolate black men that they used to prefer. A lot of them are going to like mixed race or a lighter skin black men. Then from 2015 to 2020, Asian men blew up. A lot of people started looking forward to dating Asian men because of K-pop, K-drama, and C-drama. It pushed Asian men to the front line of desirability of men. And also, due to K-pop and K-drama, we got to see a lot of things about Asians that we do not know, like the beauty of Asian men. Because before, when you talk about Asian men, people always associate them with femininity and also them not being that desirable as men. However, K-pop pushed them to the top. But despite all these things I mentioned, white men has always been that it men. Like nobody take that crown from them, because even the Asian women that a lot of people want to marry their men want to marry white men. Like Latinos want to marry white men, black women want to marry white men. Like a lot of women from all race want to marry white men. One of the reasons why a lot of people desire white men, or white men are one of the most desired men, is because of white culture. You know, in Asian culture, black culture, or African culture, once you're married to their men, you're not marrying to the men alone, you're marrying both the men and the family. So it made it so very hard to break through or have a successful marriage with that kind of culture. Like a lot of Asian women that want to marry white men, if you ask them why they want to marry white men, one of the reasons why a lot of them are heading towards getting married to white men or trying to get married to white men is because of Asian culture that made woman to get married to families. Instead of getting married to your husband and building your family alone, you have to like carry the a family of your husband along with you. It made marriage like a hassle or a burden instead of marriage. So getting married to a white man, it is easier for both of you to build your life together, because white culture is like an individual, like me, a me thing. If they want to bring their family in, they will still bring their family in, but like it is not as deep as it is in Asian culture or black culture. Secondly, I feel like no matter how old white men are, they are one of the most romantic people on earth. Like you cannot take that away from them. Like as group, I'm not saying individual, as group, white men know how to treat women, know how to approach women, know how to make women feel special. I'm not saying men of other race don't know this, but if you look through the interracial marriage that we are seeing on social media, you can see that women that are with white men, they get more attention from their husband, they get more physical touch from their husband, they got to be kissed on camera by their husband, as to compare to other interracial videos that we are watching. Sometimes you ask yourself, are these people husband and wife? Why is it that the husband is not touching the wife? The husband is not making any physical contact with the wife. Even if there's a mistake that their body want to touch each other, you see that sometimes the husband that is from other race will feel somehow. But guys, this is my own observation. I still maintain white men know how to treat women more than men of other race. Another point is that there is no age limitation when you're dealing with a white man. No matter how old you are, you can still be able to see a white man that will date you or marry you. There's this Uganda woman I know that is in her 50s that got married to a white man that is also in his 50s. Now put that in flip side. If you're going after Asian man, whether you are an Asian woman or you're non-Asian, once you are in your 30s, that is, you are old, you are outdated, an average Asian guy will not look at you. Even if he is in his 40s, he will not go after you. He will go below 30s. There's this name they call women who is in their 30s, they call them leftover. This is the reason why a lot of Chinese women that are in their 30s, they are going outside their race, they are marrying black men, they are going after white men, because their men tag them leftover. Now in white culture, if you are in your 30s, it's almost in your early adulthood. You still have a lot, you still have a long way to go. And this give room to a lot of women to be like desire them, because of the fact that there's no much age stigma. And again, if you're talking about men now, a white man who is in his 60s can still be very active as to compare to an Asian man who is in his 50s or 40s, as compared to black man who is in his 50s or 40s. Like, because of the fact that these people do not put much emphasis on age, it made them energetic and also make them still active no matter how old they are. There's a video I watched on TikTok, a video of this girl that is married to a white man who is in his 50s, and she said something that stick to me. She said that a lot of people will be like, oh, you're married to an old man, but this old man gave her sexual satisfaction more than most of the people that are married to young men. And I agreed, honestly. A lot of these white old men can still satisfy you well. They are still very energetic as to compare to some people who are younger than them. I feel like the reason why it is like that is just because of the fact that they do not put much emphasis on age. Like, they can still go a long way and still get married, still have sex, still do a lot of things, no matter how old they are. Another bigger factor is the benefit that come with getting married to a white man. We all know that in Western culture, their government made a law that if you are married to their people, you automatically become their citizen. This policy attracts a lot of men and women towards Westerners. A lot of men do get married to Western women because of that green card benefit. A lot of women do get married to white men because of that green card benefit. There's an article I read somewhere, and they say that there's this group of Asian women that pay a lot of money to matchmakers in Western country to help them get husband. in those Western countries because of the fact that they are looking for green card. And a lot of them, when they get married and get that green card, they will divorce that person. And a lot of Africans are also in this. A lot of African women are getting married to white men because of that green card. But I do not want to judge anybody on the decision they made. Now, put this in reverse order. Let me say you want to get married to an Asian person and you want to stay in his or her country. You will not be able to get that green card. In fact, you'll be renewing your visa every year, just like every other person in that Asian country is doing, because you are only allowed to be in that country with family visa. Now, when you're talking about China, I don't know about Korea, but if you're talking about China, you basically will not be able to do anything with that family visa. You'll not be able to own bank account. You'll not be able to own a business, nothing. So it's made it very, very difficult. There's a video I made where I talk about the reason why a lot of people are running away from getting married to Chinese men and women based on video made by a Russian girl. You can go search it out and watch it. But I think there's some benefits the Korean government allocate to the women married to Korean men. There's this African girl that is married to a Korean guy. There's a monthly salary the government pay her for marrying a Korean. I don't know much about this information, but yeah, she made a video talking about benefits of getting married to a Korean guy, and she talked about the government paying her large amount of money monthly. Yes, and also I feel like the reason why they pay that money is because she's not also allowed to do business in the country. However, she's getting allocation from the government. My advice to anybody who is interested in getting married to Asians or getting married to white, especially if you're an African, please do your research, because in Africa we group everybody as white. A lot of Africans cannot differentiate between Asians and white. They basically group everybody as white, and it is a very big mistake, because the West, they are different. Asians, they are different. Asians have more strict rules or more strict laws as to compare to West. So do your research, ask your partner a lot of questions before you jump into that marriage. So back to the video, right? I feel like the benefit that come with getting married to white men, which is getting that green card, is one of the reasons why a lot of people want to marry white men, especially women that are not from Western world, like Asians and African. I feel like that green card is one of the things that draw women from Asian and African to white men. I'm not disputing the fact that a lot of people marry them because of love, but there are still people who are marrying them because of that green card. My own is, if you want to marry or want to do anything with any man, let love be there. Let love be the foundation. Then every other thing will be addition. Personally, the reason why I am trying to gravitate towards white men is because of my age. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, because I am in my 30s. I am in my mid 30s. And since there's no much age limitation, I can still be able to find somebody that will love me. Another important reason why I am also gravitating towards them is because of the fact that no matter how old they are still very romantic. Let me say, if I want to go after any man right now, that person should be in his 40s or late 30s. And sometimes men from other race that are within that age or above that age, they are most likely not to give me the kind of romance I want. But guys, this is just my personal opinion. I want to know your opinion in the comment section. Are you running after white men because you want their money, or because you want green card, or because you want love? I want to know your opinion in the comment section. Please do not crucify me. This is just a video. I want to know your opinion.